Hello, my friends. Born under the sign of Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising. This is a reading for your general life for the week of October 29th through November 5th, 2017. Now, if you're looking for a focused look at your love life, you can find that reading at my Vimeo link. I will leave that down below. And those readings, again, are all 12 signs, Sun, Moon, Rising is the focus. And then there's a lot of other stuff over there. If you're looking for something to keep you busy, there are a lot of topics that I have tackled. You just have to look through the very long list. So, it doesn't take that long to go through the list, really. All right, now. I'm going to, I think I'm being led to cut into three. 1, 2, 3. This one is hot. That's what I want. Okay, very good. We'll put these two back together and look at the focus energy for Aquarius. And you've drawn the Queen of Pentacles. Also, I've got a focus energy here that I'm also going to look at for you. In fact, I'm going to draw it right now and put it here with our Queen of Pentacles. And that is a card that signifies rebirth. It's called the Death card, which means that there are absolute endings, but also new beginnings for someone here. All right, here we go. The 5 of Pentacles. Now, this is going to lay in the past position. And when we get the 5 of Pentacles, this is exactly where we want it. It talks about defeat and betrayal. And it pretty much can cover any of the negatives that you can experience in life that leave you feeling left and alone, abandoned. It is the card of the Mistress also. Now, we've got the 9 of Pentacles and the 2 of Pentacles. So, your focus around your home life, your family, your abundance, the things you have, your belongings. You're spending this week trying to really, I think, lift yourself out of a period of depression, financial depression, a feeling of lack in your life. But it feels like this past position, you're already feeling the uptick. You're already feeling the positivity that whatever all of this rebirth is representing here is crossing over after this difficulty. So we see things changing. Life may be stabilizing after a rough time, and even though life isn't perfect, we still have some instabilities happening here and there. We know that we're moving in the right direction so far. Now in the present, we've got the Magician, so we know that the magic is happening here for some Aquarius. You're manifesting things the way that they should be. Because at this point, things are altered for your life. They're just, and the 8 of Cups, or the 8 of Pentacles. So, hard work, craftsmanship. It's all really focused, most definitely, on progress. And it's the earthly progress, the tangibles, the things that you can hold on to, and the 6 of Swords. This can talk about movement, but it talks about changes, and it can represent travel by water, getting yourself near a watery destination if you're taking a vacation because you need the time to regroup. Maybe you're thinking about going towards a watery destination. That is absolutely part of the journey here. As things progress, you start thinking about movement. Isn't that just normal? As financial flow comes in, you start thinking, okay, what destination am I looking to experience next? And for some of you, the movement can talk about actually reaching out to experience some new destination. And the Queen of Cups, card of satisfaction next to the Queen of Swords. Now, the Queen of Swords can be where this energy comes from, because she can talk about a situation that has left you feeling abandoned, isolated, unprotected. It really takes this Queen of Swords and turns her into a rather cruel energy. And so maybe sometimes towards the end of this week, you run into some sort of an obstacle. And maybe it's a repeat experience from earlier in the week that brings you back to the same energy, but you're still going to move away from it. Whatever the situation is that I think is really kind of coming through, not so much as a hardship, but a nuisance. You feel like you're having to go out of your way to deal with something. And maybe if it happens, yes, at the front of the week, and again, yes, at the back of the week. But it really seems to me that the Chariot has you making choices and moving forward positively, even though you've got this distraction, this disruption happening in your life at this time. But it feels to me like the movement, and even though it feels like it may distract from the work that you're doing, it feels like it's just part of the journey. It's almost as if there are reasons here why your work situation at the beginning of the week isn't working out, just like at the end of the week. If, say, you get a call from the school and one of your kids is sick, it takes you away from all of this importance. And even though all of this importance is going to be taken care of, a resurgence of something similar happens at the end of the week. So it feels like there's something going on here, especially with the Queen of Swords. She can be, maybe she's your boss, and maybe she's unhappy. The Queen of Swords is, male or female. Maybe there's a little bit of upset because you're having to take time away from your craftsmanship. Just know that by the end of the week, things feel like they're operating smoothly again. So whatever is distracting you or taking you away from your success, and by the way, for someone, there is seriously some success happening here through hard work. There may still be an obstacle. Early week, end of week, possible. Let me get a little bit of a clarifier here for my Aquarius friends. Yes, I still have a cold, courtesy of my little one, but it was worth it all. I kissed her little face even though she was sick. See, grandmas don't care about that stuff. All we want to do is get our lips on that baby. And I did. And now I'm paying for it. All right, here we go. Maybe that is what happened to me last week. I had all of my work interrupted. It doesn't feel terribly... Oh, how sad. I'm sorry. I just looked at my TV screen and poor old Fats Domino died. That's very sad. I love Fats Domino. Blueberry Hill? I found my thrill on Blueberry Hill. Well, Godspeed. Okay, here we go. Let's get a clarifier here now and get directed now. Okay, we've got waiting, sweetheart. Malady, sickness, sickness. I think some of you may be dealing with a house full of flu victims. You know, the influenza. It's getting to be like a epidemic here in Illinois. It's spreading like wildfire. So maybe that's what is really happening here is during this week, someone in the house may get distracted by the cold or the flu or the chicken pox or whatever it is. And maybe you're going to have to spend some time defending the brood from an illness. Whatever the situation here is, you're wanting things to get better so that you can get back to the things that you enjoy. And for some of you, the enjoyment is within your success. Cheerfulness. Oh, the thief. It's all going to come back to you after a downturn. As if there's an interruption in your week. There's an interference for some of you. And again, beginning of the week feels like, you know, the cold is coming on. By the middle of the week, you're still fighting it off, but you know what? You're still manifesting it real well for yourself, and then this same kind of reactionary situation is going to face itself again. So for some of you, it's going to be the ups and downs. Interesting. It's going to be the ups and downs of a bad week, an in and out week while you're succeeding. So I would say I wouldn't worry too much about your level of success. Those things are coming through, but I think that for someone, there's an upset of some kind. The death card again. You're going to recycle this week, even though you're going to have your ups and downs. It says, I am learning that endings are merely beginnings. So you're going to have ups and downs, ins and outs of the week. You're going to transform out of it better than you were before. Whatever the obstacle is that happens to face you midweek, it looks like it's going to be easily overcome. Acceptance. I am learning to accept the things that I cannot change, such as all the kids are home with the measles or something like that, but I think they vaccinate for those things, don't they? Yes. There should not be those things going on. Yet, I know there's anti-vaxxers out there who do not vaccinate their children. Self-esteem. I possess gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. So, as the week goes on, the ups and downs will be present. And so will you. You're going to recover from whatever this week brings. Whatever this week brings, it's going to be overcome easily, but there may be a downturn. I wish you all wellness, whoever this is that may be dealing with either a small epidemic going on in the household that feels like even though the outside world you're doing quite well in, your inside world may be having a little bit of a setback as far as the well-being of the residents. And I think it'll be all right. So I'm going to leave you with that for the week. Now I'm going to go and see if you guys have a love life this week. Let's see what goes on over at Vimeo next. Now, if you want a reading meant just for you, something that talks about your questions, your concerns, your birth signs, let me know. Contact me through my website or through my email address. I will get back to you. You can fill out my contact form. I do all the invoicing by hand It's just my personal preference. So we will handle that quickly and get you on the road to a reading of your own. And now we're going to go do love over at Vimeo. And until the next time, thank you. Aquarius, be well and peace.